How much impact did the Flying Frenchies have on you after filming of The Free Man? They had a big influence on me. I had never looked into being a base jumper or a skydiver or a wingsuiter or anything of that nature, because to me that was classed as an adrenaline junkie. And even though some people would think that what I do is an adrenaline junkie, I didn't see it as that. Spending that time with the Flying Frenchies really opened my mind to the reason why they do that and why they do what they do. There was a lot of similarities between what I do and what they do that I never would have realized otherwise. The time that I spent with them was really amazing, really opened my mind to the other side of action sports. It was really cool. What did you discover about yourself when tackling the high wire? Found out I'm not very good at high wire. When you watch the film, I was given a morning and afternoon to learn how to slackline before I was taken to the top of Chamonix and thrown into the deep end. I deal with fear a lot in what I do. I have skills on skis and I can trust my skills, so when it comes to learning a new trick or trying something new that is scary, I know that at the end of the day I can fall back on my skills. I just need to trust myself that I can pull it off. And a lot of the time it's just getting my head out of the way and just committing in my head, okay, I'm going to do it, and my body can do it because I have those skills. When it came to the high wire, I didn't have the skills, so the fear was very different. I wasn't fear of getting injured because I was tied on by a rope. I wasn't fear of dying because I knew that I was going to get caught. The fear was that I didn't have the skills to be out there on this high wire. It was very nerve-wracking. I just felt so outside of my comfort zone. I felt like I didn't have those skills to lean back on, so it was just literally roll the dice, see how it goes. It pushed me, it tested me. The only reason that I actually did it was for Toa, basically. And it comes down to being that scared and afraid to get out there, and there's cameras everywhere, and there's the Flying Frenchies. Part of what made me get out there was to make the Frenchies proud and to make Toa proud that he chose me to do this film with him. The rest is history. I fell off pretty good. How did you find working so closely with Toa Fraser? That goes into that pretty perfectly. I had a really great time shooting this film with Toa. I became very close friends with him. We talked about a lot of things that you don't get to talk with a lot of people. We had a lot of deep chats, and whether the camera was on and he was asking me questions or we were just at dinner, the two of us talking. We had a really great time together, I think, and I would call Toa one of my good friends. It was just a huge honour that he chose me to embark on this mission with him. I hope I made him proud out there. That was, at the end of the day, that was what I was there to do. Part of the reason why wanting to give it my all was because I thought Toa was such a great dude, and I had a lot of respect for him. What are you currently training for? I am training for the Olympic Games in Pyeongchang in South Korea, which is in February. I ruptured my knee exactly 5 weeks ago in California, and so I had surgery on my knee 4 weeks ago. I ruptured my patella tendon, so I now have it sewn all back together, and I'm in this sweet knee brace, and I have a 6-month rehab in front of me. So my training is nothing to do with skiing. It is in the gym, on my road bike, in the physio every day, trying to strengthen my knee back from the surgery I've had. So got a pretty long road ahead of me. There's nothing like injuring yourself and laying up in a hospital bed again to kind of reset your mind. I'm going to have roughly 6 weeks of skiing before the games to get prepared. It's made my job a little harder, but I'm prepared to dig in and do what it takes to get the result that I want. Got a wee ways to go now. What is the best piece of advice you can give for overcoming fear? Fear sucks, and it can really mess you up in the head. The only way to overcome fear is to literally smash it head on. Whatever it is you're afraid of. That doesn't mean throw spiders on me. I hate spiders. Don't even come near me with them. But, if I'm scared to hit a 100-foot jump, the only way to get over that fear is just send it. Whether that means taking some time aside and preparing yourself for what the job at hand is going to be. Fear is there for a very good reason. It's basically the body's way of letting you know that you should probably chill out and that you've got to look after yourself. But if you train and prepare the skills to conquer that fear, then hit it head on. It's the only way to do it. Or just get thrown in the deep end and end up on a slack line at the top of Chamonix with cameras in your face. It's pretty chill. Tack it head on.